morning, everyone.
Morning.
That's a very short intro. And I just wheeled in here in the last 20 seconds. Anyways, I've got my TARDIS of coffee.
Should we have this later if it's too early?
No, it's fine. It's normally, it's just my wife has moved her Wednesday, or she swapped her Wednesday and Friday schedule. So anyways, I had to find someone to look after one of the grandkids while the other one is napping, and my wife is out teaching yoga. So yeah, I don't know.
Could do this.
We could switch it to Fridays if Friday works for you. Because now Fridays, not really. No, I thought
that's Friday afternoon. I'm usually no longer.
Oh yes, it's a Friday. Oh yeah, Friday afternoon is the worst time to try to be productive. Any job. Yeah, exactly. But here we go. Here we go, as Anne Fiordalisi is saying. Yes, and Tia's here in the chat, and Amanda from Australia. Let's see. Do we have any of our regular Irish people joining us? I don't see them yet. But anyways, welcome to everyone who is here in the chat. And oh, there's Patty. Good afternoon. Hot and sunny Ireland. Very nice. Yeah, we actually, it felt like spring all of a sudden this week.
Well, it's almost summer here.
Yeah, sure. But after the winter we've had, oh my goodness, any bit of warmth is very welcome here. Anyways, and hello to everyone who's watching this after the fact. So anyways, it's been a very busy few weeks. Thank you for postponing Ask Aleš for 1 week, because last week was Math Conference week here in Ontario. So we had our annual provincial math conference, and it was very successful. I was rather busy, so it's good to be here now. And how have you been, Aleš?
Fine. I was on vacations for the May 1st.
Oh, nice. Is that a holiday, May 1st?
Yeah, we have 2 days free and another day 3 days earlier. So we have actually 10 days free, and also schools are offline at the time. So
very nice.
We went to Barcelona this year.
That's a great city. Wow.
It was, but we had a power outage.
Oh, right.
So it was interesting.
Oh no. How long was the power out? Were you guys?
12 hours.
Oh, 12 hours. Try 9 days.
Well, the problem was for people trapped in the elevators or subway.
Oh no.
Those were quite, it took quite a lot of time to get them out. I mean, there's a lot of elevators.
Yeah.
And the other problem was it was to pay for something, because you needed to have cash.
Right. And
we are all used to plastics. Well, we usually take some cash on the vacation, extra one, so if something goes wrong or whatever. But
yeah,
we didn't have a problem, but other people did.
Wow. Amazing. Good. Yeah. Well, we've had a few other people join us. Denise has joined us. Stuart from San Antonio. Douglas is saying hi. So it's good to see a few more people. So during Ask Aleš, if you have questions for Aleš and you haven't added them to the GGG post already, then just put them in the chat. If you put the word question or a giant Q, capital Q in front, just so that we know that it's a question. So then that would be great, because Aleš is happy to answer your questions in real time. So please do that. And I think we did we have any questions from the month before?
Yes.
We did.
Actually, you did.
Oh, I did. Oh, well, I better go double check that then. Let's see. Oh no, what was my question? Let's see, where are we here? Ask Aleš. Okay, so Ask Aleš April and the Ask Aleš May. Let's see. Yeah, looking after the grandkids, I was not as prepared this morning as I maybe would have been. So let me share my screen and see what I've got here. Okay. I'll be there's no power. Yes, YouTube shows different dates. Okay, so we talked about that one, about the JSON. Should make sure to take this, Patty. Okay. Oh, no explicit ask Greg. Can we use the May Ask Aleš to talk about Greg's apps for connecting family tree DNA projects to WikiTree DNA projects? Oh, okay. Yes, and Patty's here. Oh, great. Okay, we can talk about that. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Sure. Well, we can jump into and see how this works. Let's see if I open this up. Yeah. So, do we want to start with this, or do you want to start? Do you want to start?
You can.
Okay.
Not a problem.
Okay. Well, so Patty is here. Hey, Patty, how you doing? It's from you. Yeah. So Patty's question is about one of the apps that I created, and this was actually in conjunction with Megs Golden. So it's really Megs' brainchild. She just had this idea for the app, and then I've sort of put it into practice. So it's really her brain power and my programming that made it work. And I haven't done much to it recently, but I think I did fix the one bug that Patty had talked about. So what this is on Family Tree DNA, they have a number of you can sign up to join a project, and so they have projects that follow various DNA. So you can have a project based on everyone who has the same last name. And so people share their DNA, and project managers try and organize that and group them, cluster them into people who share similar DNA, so you can sort of find family members that way. And then there are group projects based on places. So anyone who comes from the same area, whether it's a single town or a county, and Ireland has lots of these, I believe, would share DNA in it with a project. And so again, you can see similarities, and you can cluster people together that have similar DNA, and so thus are likely to be related. And depending on, I mean, it could be a close relationship, one that you could actually prove genealogically, you know, within the last few hundred years, or it could be further back, which the only way to prove a connection or to find a connection is through either Y DNA through the male line, or mitochondrial DNA through the female line. And then there are projects that are devoted specifically to Y DNA and mitochondrial DNA. So all those sorts of projects live on Family Tree DNA, and they have project managers there. Because WikiTree is a one tree project where we have one giant tree. It seems a perfect marriage to marry those two projects together. And so Megs came up with ways of doing that and setting up free space pages as a place to help organize that. And so this group project app that I created was primarily for project managers to be able to use this to sort of migrate some of the information from their family tree projects over to a family tree or a WikiTree free space page. So that's the background of it. And basically it's a step-by-step guide that takes you through all of that. So that's what it does. I'm not sure if I can go into an example of, let's see. So Patty, maybe since Patty, you're in the chat, what would you like me to show off or to demonstrate? Or Aleš, what do you think would be a Interesting. Should I find a family tree? I can log in.
I don't know. For now, I saw only the instructions. So
Yeah, that's right.
I
That's
don't
right.
even know the application.
Okay. Well, let's see. I'm going to log in over here to Family Tree DNA. But Patty, if you want to give me some guidance of what it is that you'd like me to show, then I can. So off screen, I am logging in. Not that you can see my password. You know, that wouldn't be very exciting for you, anyways. If I logged in and. Okay, so if I go to the double, I'm going to go to. Okay, so I'm going to show here. So now I am not a family tree DNA project manager, but one of the projects that I've joined is the Douglas project. Since my birth name is Douglas, my birth father is Douglas, and I have the Douglases back to around 1800 in County Wexford in Ireland. Oh, and Patty is saying that they have recently merged things which might have broken stuff. Okay, well, let's see how broken it is. That'll be fun. Okay, so if I go to the DNA results page, let me see if I can remember how this works now. There we go. So here's an example of the Y-DNA report. And so it is grouped. See, it groups people together based on their haplogroup and how they're connected. So if I were to search for, let's see if I were to remember my IN 45899.
Reset password. Come on.
It's my law. Oh, you know what? Because there's so many. Let's just page size. Let's make it 2000. This is a large group, so I think my group is like on page 4 or something like that. So
12 characters. Come on.
5899. There we go. Okay, here we are. So this is our little subgroup here, our 1B group type 94. I'm not sure what the 94. I think what the 94 refers to specifically, but this actually is me. This is my code, you know, and I've done a big Y test, and here are all the different results from my Y DNA test, and here are some other close ones. And one of the interesting things, and Megs is thinking that my Douglas line was actually originally a Bennett line from Wales, potentially. So I still have lots more work to do, but the records run out in 1800 for me. Where that particular Douglases came from, I'm not sure yet. So that's still it's a bit of a mystery to me. And so, but there's some Bennett connections way further back, a couple hundred years back, earlier than that. So possibly that's a connection. So anyways, this is what the Family DNA project looks like. And there's a lot of stats here in terms of the individual markers that show how people are related or not. And the cells that are colored, just if you're wondering the ones that aren't colored are all the same in a group. The ones that are colored are where they stand out. So those are the differences or the mutations. So the more of those differences or mutations, then the farther apart you are in terms of relationship, or farther back up the tree, the branching happened. So if we were to take that and try to organize that into a table in a free space page, that would be a lot of work. So what I did is I wrote a program that allowed you to copy this information, and then my program would reformat it into a nice table. so that you could use it in a free space page and people could use that. And then the advantage would be that instead of just these cryptic user codes here, like IN, ABCD, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or whatever, you could actually put WikiTree members' names and links and even the actual pedigree from the connection finder or relationship finder of how they're connected to the top ancestor. So that was the purpose of this app and how it was set up. Now, if we're going to try and actually do it, let's see what that's. So we're going to create a project. So this the step-by-step guide takes you through creating so basically creating a free space page, and then the fun stuff is the conversion app right here. So if I have to take the source from here. I'm going to go to page source. So we're trying this in real time, and I'm not sure how this is going to work, but we'll see. So I'm going to copy all of that gobbledygook. Did it copy? No, didn't let it copy. Let me try that again. Control A to highlight. Control C to copy. Control V to paste. There it is. Click this button. And look at that. We have some wiki code. And then we just have to paste that into a free space page. So we copy that and we paste it into a free space page. And let's see, do I have a free space page? You know what? I will temporarily use my profile and paste it at the bottom of my profile. It's not going to like this formatting. Test for Ask Aleš. It's going my. Oh, I've got the spinning wheel here. Can you see the spinning wheel or no?
No, mouse is hidden.
Okay. Okay, and I'm going to paste. And let's go to preview and see what that looks like. There it is. Here's the test for Aleš. Okay, so it's created this. This is the free space page. So, Patty, I guess the short answer is whatever tweak I ended up doing a few weeks ago when you first asked seems to have fixed the problem so that at least it can still give you this. So it's going to actually create two tables, I believe. The one is sort of a summary of all the different groups, and then it's going to go through now. It's going to go through each individual case and not give a lot of interesting. Oh, so maybe this bottom half isn't as useful as it doesn't actually show all of the details that are on the free space on the Family Tree DNA page. I think my original intention had been it wasn't going to show all this data, like the individual data, all these individual columns with all the individual numbers, but it was supposed to show the first chunk of them, I think. I'll have to go back and check my code and ask Megs what she wanted for that second half of the table. But so there may need to be some tweaks left with the revised format as Patty suggested, but that's what that app does. It's a very specific use case. So if you have a project on Family Tree DNA and you're a project manager, this would be very valuable. And you can check with if the free space page, you can do a search and find to see if there are other group projects that have free space pages already. If your project manager doesn't have one, but you're interested, say if there is no Douglas free space DNA projects free space page on WikiTree, I could create I could do that. But without being the project manager, there's some data that I may not have. But anyways, so that's that app sort of in a nutshell. Patty, do I have what any other questions you have, or any other things that you would like me to demonstrate while I've got this open?
Okay. Now I finally got to the screen you were showing for my name. I'll have to watch Ask Aleš to see the rest.
Okay, that's funny. If Aleš has to watch Ask Aleš. Oh, now we're getting really meta. That is funny. Okay, what was... Oh, Amanda's question is, how is Megs? Megs is doing okay. Yeah, I saw her at Roots Tech. Unfortunately, she got sick at Roots Tech, just like a bunch of other people. I don't think she came down with COVID, though. I know a couple people did. And whether it was from Roots Tech or someone else prior to that, but I don't know. But Megs is feeling better now, but she has needed to sort of pull back from a number of her commitments, some of her ongoing ones. She's still honoring any commitments she had made for speaking engagements, and she's still doing fine, and she still has that great sense of humor, and we miss her terribly seeing her regularly, but she's doing okay. So I will pass on your good wishes to her, and she will be quite happy to know that you're still thinking about her and care about her, because of course we all do. Okay, what about your second app, the Relation Trail Formatter application? I think that's the one I just showed, isn't it? Or was there another one? Let's see. Oh, this one here, add relationship trails and pedigrees. Okay. Oh, this one looks like that doesn't look good. Okay, so but there was a second one. Yes, that's right. To take the relationship trail and to and my formatter app, ironically enough, needs some new formatting apparently, because you shouldn't be seeing all these dollar signs like this is part of the programming code. I need to fix something here for that to work. So thank you. Yeah, it's
I don't think you need to copy this.
This one I won't need to copy. Yeah, okay. We will come back to that. Okay, you're right. There was a part 2 to this question. Yeah, part 2 to be continued. So I will. Let's go back to that's all you're going to get for today. Thanks, Patty. Yeah, there is something that needs to be fixed. That. Sorry to give you more work. Well, you know, Easter's over, so you know the church stuff is a little less frenetic as it used to be. But so I need something to keep me busy when the grandkids nap. Okay, so that was the end of April. So let's move on to May.
I think there was another one in April before that.
Oh, was there another one in April that
Yeah, it was for me.
Oh, that was for you. Oh, okay then. From Patty.
Well,
oh,
the date is in April. It was April 13th. So
oh, there it is. Okay.
After the fact.
Let's see. During this morning's Connected live cast, Aleš gave a WikiTree Plus lesson. I eventually managed to replicate what he demonstrated. Creator equals WikiTree ID. Like, oh, this was one where you could show how many first names.
Yeah.
That's very cool. Yeah, you know what? For those of us who missed that lesson, and we're not up at 4 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, why don't you show us again?
Okay, so
just to recap, for those we're looking for how many profiles you've created that were the first of that name type ever? Like Smith 1 or Jones 1?
I'm not sharing it, or am I?
No, I'll add you. There you are.
Okay,
There you
and
go.
Clarke.
111-007.
11007. So this part of the query finds all your profiles.
Right.
So we can check the number on that. Get profiles. So that's 1500 profiles and something. And out of those, we can refine the search by using WikiTree ID equals sounds like any text -1. So it's the first
right.
It's the first profile with that last name. So you have 26 of them.
Oh, wow. I didn't realize I had that many.
You have.
Interesting.
Let's see mine.
Oh, yeah, you'll have a lot more, I bet.
I don't, well, maybe because Slovenia was not covered much from beginning. 64. Yeah, especially since there were some of the last names without the sh letters. So, but I later established that we should use Slovenian letters, and all those got 1.
All those got.
Okay, so but the question was more about if you mistype something, like for instance, this SQL part is very sensitive because I sent that text directly to the our SQL parser, and if the syntax is not okay, it will return an error or leave the empty page. So, like for instance, if the space is missing, or if there is no quote or something like that.
Right.
These are all errors that will produce it will not produce anything. Now, get profiles. So I do return the 500 error for this, but I don't. Yeah, it's nothing to see there. Because it then responds. I do plan to do a syntax check on the request beforehand to see if it is syntactically correct. But it will still not find the mistyped field names and so on.
Right.
Like this. We have that. I planned that for quite some time now, and we just wrote last month a new parser for BASIC. So when we will activate that, I will probably also use it to verify the syntax in advance. So
nice.
But for now, it just doesn't show anything if it's wrong.
Right. Okay. But it doesn't crash the system, though, does it?
Well, the error happens on my end. I do get a full log of it, but it's not really. Wait, let me check. So. I do get notified of those errors, but I can't really help a user at that point.
No, but as long as it doesn't force you to have to reset WikiTree Plus every time someone mistypes an SQL.
I do get unknown ID that the field does not exist.
Right.
But those are for me.
Yeah.
So here I found myself. I think.
Oh, did
this is
you?
my
Oh,
test. Yes.
So you're
It's
in one of the projects too.
no, I just opened the Slovenian one.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of, and I'm not really sure what this means. I just appeared here
Okay.
as ungrouped user.
Oh, ungroup. Okay, so that means that they haven't been able to find anyone who's a close enough match.
So nothing with RF2. I know I have no matches there.
Have you done the big Y test?
No, just the 37.
Yeah, I think for many of these, because it's so specific, you need to have done the big Y before it can really match you in.
Yeah.
Which I would say I highly recommend, because that's given me a little bit more. That's given me more information than I had before.
It's just a bunch of numbers here.
It's just a bunch of numbers.
I really don't know what to do with them.
Yeah. Well, at that with only 37 markers, then yeah, you would be grouped in with like people who are related, back 10,000 years ago. Like so.
No, actually, it's closer to this.
Is it closer than that?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
It's no. Where is it? Initial page. Okay, I just joined to this project. I think here. So some three people from Czech Republic do match to me.
Okay.
Which is Slavic country.
Yeah,
so
okay.
we most likely have a common ancestor.
Right.
And if I check I think here, right? Or is it no, this one? Yeah, this is so slow.
It does take a while to load, yes.
Yeah.
There we go. It's building slow. Yeah. Yeah, and Patty is right. Family tree DNA is giving Y haplogroups from Family Finder, which might be better than the Y37. That's interesting. Since I've done the big Y700, I haven't compared what my Family Finder result would be.
Well, I have also a Family Finder, but I don't think there was a haplogroup.
Yeah. Well, we don't want to reveal your matches, so that's probably But the one thing that did come out at Roots Tech, the biggest news from Family Tree DNA is the mito tree. They've improved the mitochondrial DNA test. So you've done that on your mother's line.
Really, because I just imported the tree from MT3 a few days ago, and it was almost the same as last year, as a year or two ago. So
because what they're doing
really add any groups.
No, well, they've just released it. All the new groupings that they've given you, they're calling it in beta. So they've given groups, but as more people add, then they're saying that things may change a bit. It's still growing. It's still so. They're actually suggesting people don't change the final. Don't change your actual mitochondrial DNA haplogroup yet. Like I've got an updated one. Mine went from H3T to H3T7, so it's a little bit more specific. But the matches that I have now with the new April haplogroup are much closer. Like some of them look like they're ones I could actually find a relationship to, like a genealogy cousinship. which was never the case before. Before, it used to be so generic that it went, it really, the mitochondrial connections went back thousands of years. So like I had tons of cousins, but they were just, there was no hope of finding a relationship because it was all over the map. But so
this is autosomal DNA, that's Family Finder, right?
that's right. Yeah. Yeah.
And because I don't think confirmed Y DNA group, haplogroup, but that one was from Y-DNA test, not from autosomal.
Not from the Family Finder. Okay. Interesting.
Or maybe it's a combination of both. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because I think it changed. They first, after Y-DNA test, I got one haplogroup, and a year later, they sent me a different one.
Yeah.
Kind of improved.
Yeah.
So
as more people test and they can group people together, they refine it and they give you get a better one. Yeah.
Okay. So
anyways,
let's go to this month.
Yeah, let's go to this month. Anyways, test your mitochondrial DNA, mitochondrial DNA on Family Tree DNA if you haven't done it, and then upload it to mitowydna.org where it's free. So we're testing. There's the
maybe next year on a rootstick.
On rootstick, yeah, that's right. Okay, May. We're on to May. Let's see what questions do we have in May. Trying to add myself to this. Oh, I have to remove you from the stage before I can add me to the stage. Okay. Is there a way? This is from NG Hill. Is NG in the chat? I don't know if she's. Oh, she's not going to be able to view it live. I wonder if there's a way to create a list of missing categorizations or stickers on the profiles that I manage. I often forget to add them. For example, one name study is like Bartlett, or missing location categories, or even harder, missing ship categories and similar, which I imagine would have to search the text of a biography. Okay.
Okay, so we can check for NG Hill. The profiles. Am I sharing?
You will be now.
Yeah. Okay. So there are over 500, so 1,400 profiles. And now the question is if there are ship category missing. So it is possible. So it is possible to search for categories here. Using the subcat. So if you check the help.
Can you zoom in on that side panel so we can see it a little?
Yeah.
So that's good. Yeah, that's good.
So one of the for categories, okay. We have these magic words. Actually, those are index words. You can use subcategory. So either 9 or 0. Oh, there is a subcat 0. Cool.
Wow.
That means that I don't know. Okay, so you can search for all profiles in this category and all subcategories.
Okay.
So, for instance, here we would say subcategory 9. Let's go 9 levels in.
Okay.
Equals ship.
Oh, ship. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, ship. Wait, how is it?
No, SHIP is.
Yeah.
It's funny to me. You know,
how do you spell ship?
Because I shouldn't say that, but my mother-in-law grew up on a farm in Italy, and she had sheep. You know, but the way she pronounced it in her English, it sounds like ship to me. So I always interchange those two words when I just it's a sort of a family joke, I guess. Right? Or for me, it's funny. I don't know if it's funny for others. There's probably no subcategories on sheep either.
No, it's not. But why? Okay, is it? Well, now I really don't.
So like
I don't know the category name, the root category name. Wait, let me see. It's not on the top level. Let's search in WikiTree Plus. Category. Okay, we have them here. We can take. We can check the parents. Ship by name. Okay, ships. Oh, it's plural. Okay, cool. So ships. So this command finds all profiles that are in any subcategory of category ships. So it's how many of them? It's 108,000. And now if we add the WikiTree ID, so there are 32 profiles that are categorized with a ship's subcategory. Or you could use, so if you would look for missing one, you would say not, and you would get all other profiles that didn't categorize within as a ship. So this is a way to check if a subcategory is missing. So we can do similar to a location. Yep. So no, 0 location. What's the category? No, it's I have to find the correct category for so these are by location categories.
So why did you use subcat 9 instead of one of the other numbers?
Because we don't have more than 9 levels of subcategories for ship. Now I don't know exactly how many we have. Here, okay, we can check here. So we have 104,000, no, 10,000 categories. On level 0 is 1, on level 1 is 3,600, on level 2 is 6,000, additional 6,000, on level 3 are 69 of them, and if we go another level in, it's 6 on level 4 and probably another one on level 5. 0. So I could use subcategory 4 and I will still get all the levels.
So it goes all the ones.
Yeah, level 9 will go down to the end, but sometimes you want to limit the depth of the subcategory search. So
got it. Okay.
In those cases, now I'm looking for a location.
Your location, yes.
Category. So it should be here. No, this is another ship.
That's a ship. It looked like a place name, though, didn't it?
Yeah, that's what I agree.
Aberton could be a place. Probably is a place somewhere in the world. Click in the chat. Where is Aberton?
Okay, no, that's
in Australia.
Locations. Where are locations? These are categories. I don't know where are categories, locations, migration, regions. Okay, regions. So regions is the top category of all locations. So now if we return to this one, so subcategory of regions, these are all location categories in the system. And now we will get profiles. Okay, this one is bigger because it's 300,000 categories, I think, in that one. Yeah, it's still searching.
Oh, still searching. Wow.
Yeah. Our first time it's
I have to build all that.
I think after the initial search it is cached, so it should be faster then.
So while it's doing that, Patty did, to go back to our earlier conversation, that Y-DNA haplobadge that you've got is the one now from the Family Finder, the confirmed haplogroup. So that is the most recent Y-DNA group for you. And the old one from your Y37 test will show in red somewhere on the page. So you have an updated group.
Yeah, I remember that it was updated. But,
so there you go. And it is the one from Family Finder without having to go in and show all your matches to the world. And John has a question that we're going to follow up that follows nicely onto this question. So thank you, John, for adding a new question.
Maybe the regions is too complex. Let's go to North America.
Do you have birds at home?
Yeah, they're outside.
You're just outside. Wow.
Yeah.
They're very happy today. Or chatty.
Let's restart it. Something went wrong, I think. So this is web server 1, I think. Was it? Restart.
John says they're sparrows. Oh.
Okay.
It says, I'm hearing something. What is that? He's paying attention more than he normally is. So the birds are, he wants to go investigate. Where are those birds?
So we were here, subcat 9 equals North America. Let's start with just 3 levels for now, so I don't kill the system again.
Yeah.
So, yeah, North America in 3 levels had 1 million profiles. If we add another category, another level, it will not complete.
Okay, because it's too many.
Yeah, I guess so. Oh, it did.
There we go.
Yeah, it's 2.4 million profiles.
Wow.
I mean, location is not really suitable. Good things to use here. Good thing to use here because it's just too many profiles have location.
Right. But now, what if we were more specific? Like, what if we wanted to search for, say, Ontario, like categories from Ontario?
Yeah, you can.
And but your birth was in Ontario, so those profiles should have Ontario linked to them.
So Ontario is. Let's go all
the
levels. He doesn't, but you probably have.
I would, yeah, I definitely.
So you have 77 profiles that have location Ontario, Ontario subcategory used out of 1,600. So now this finds that your profiles with category, or you could use not to exclude those, and you will get all the rest. But it's almost all of them. So
right. But if I put in, if I before the not, if I put birth location equals Ontario, then those ones should have Ontario connected, right?
Yep.
So that would be
if you are doing that,
right?
Location equals. Actually, I would just use location.
Location equals, right? Because that
or even country.
Ontario. Ontario is a region, though. Like it's,
yeah. Okay. So it's region then. Yeah, the country would be Canada.
Country would be Canada. I'm trying to narrow it down a little bit. Yeah.
Okay, so we got now. So you have so you are managing 460 profiles with Ontario in locations.
Makes sense.
And 390 of them are not categorized to Ontario or its subcategory. So here you have them.
Well, that, you know what, I didn't use categories at all for like my first 2 years of WikiTree.
Yeah, I know.
So that makes sense.
You can return and edit
I was
these
very
profiles.
Yeah.
And I think the question was also for templates. So
right.
We can check if you have any profiles that are part of one name study.
Right.
So for templates, we need template name. Yeah, we can just use template equal. Equal. Let's put it in quotes. One name study.
I don't know if I have any. Now that I think about
it. There are 6 profiles that you. 6 profiles in Ontario are part of one name studies. We can remove now Ontario, and we will see it's 12. 12 of your profiles.
That's 12 more than I remembered.
Maybe someone else.
Someone else must have done that. Yes, because I'm really bad at
that. So
that's good. Now I have a.
Or if you would, you could last name equals Clarke. If you would have a Clarke one name study. Or actually what the question was for, we can try it on Bartlett. So last name equals Bartlett and template Bartlett one name study.
Right.
No, something. So there is no Bartlett one name study.
Okay.
Uh,
When you did the search for categories,
no. The problem is the last name.
oh,
Name of the index here is. All last names is the name of the index. So all last names. Bartlett and template. Okay, here we have more. Let's put Bartlett back in. So Bartlett one name study. And
oh,
nope, there is no template Bartlett one name study. Maybe it's something else.
yeah.
Let's see, one name study.
Oh, it says Bartlett name study. Not
Bartlett. Okay, cool.
they got rid of the word one.
Yeah. Yeah, right. It's Bartlett one. We cancelled one. Bartlett name study.
I'm sure I thought that's what I saw.
Wait, I did see it.
Do you need the underscores?
No, I don't think so. Bartlett name study.
Bartlett.
Oh, this is category, not the template.
Not a template. So the template is one name study still, but the category is Bartlett name study.
Yeah. Okay, of course. Template is one name study. This is correct. So only this template is used for one name studies, and the parameter is
And
Bartlett.
all of them use different, versions of that. Got it.
So he has. Now this is cached info. Let's give him another space. No, it won't help. It's too smart. Let's try this way. Net profiles. Okay, so we got 4,000 profiles, but now with the missing one, not
Right.
Bartlett. We have 20,000.
Ooh.
Because it's a lot of Bartletts.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
So if you search just for Bartlett, there are all last names 20,000, and without one name study template is 16,000 of them.
Okay.
So we could mix this with his managed profiles. So let's take the user ID. I guess here, okay, this we got 9. So these profiles have Bartlett in one of the last names, but not one name study.
Okay. There we go.
On it.
Perfect. Okay. So I had a question when you did the search for locations. Are cemeteries a sub? Do they fall under this category of locations?
Yes, they are.
That makes sense because they are location based. And John had a question. Let me just find that. I had started from 3 screens ago now. Oh, okay. So I think that's. Is there a way to find profiles you manage that don't have cemetery categories? Yeah.
Yeah, you could use.
So it's the same.
So if you go back to soup cat 9 equals will this one again be too?
Oh, there's a lot of category cemetery.
Yeah, we have quite a few of them. Both servers are busy. Okay. Oh, we got them.
Oh, good.
It was just 30 seconds. So.
Oh.
So we have 4 million profiles in cemeteries. With cemeteries, and out of 1,400 managed by Hill, only 177 have the cemetery. Now, if we would check for the other ones, we must add not, and we should get those. So it's possible you can use subcategories, subcat on any category that is on WikiTree.
Nice. Good stuff. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so we've answered one question. Now we have another one. We're going slowly here.
So here it is.
Oh, you've got it there. Okay.
So African American cemeteries
to a spreadsheet.
So African American cemeteries. Okay, this is the category navigator.
Okay.
So here you get a list of all the categories with information on how many profiles and subcategories they can have and so on. And they want this in spreadsheet. But
spreadsheet.
I was looking at this spreadsheet. I don't know. This is. I don't even know how to prepare the data to automatically get those collapsible marks.
Oh. Is that? I wonder if that's a function.
And here are all sorts of formulas in this field, so I don't really know how to do something like this. So while I was looking, okay, we have this. Now, if I choose to show in new tab, we get a whole page in this forum, but I don't think that opening this in the sheets will actually make a nice table or the table like that. It is possible if you so I do have a JSON format available for navigation requests, and you get something like this. So there is a tree structure with children and so on, but the data is all the remaining data that is available here in columns is not included here. I could add it if you would need something like that, but still you would have to program it to convert JSON to a sheet. I don't really know how that if that can be easily done.
Right.
But for since you were asking, since the question was about African American cemeteries, we actually do have a report for cemeteries. Let's go here to the data doctors navigation, and here is category suggestion report. Here at the end, I have links to all the reports that I prepare. Oh, it's not here. Then okay. Okay, here are the cemetery reports, and here is a link to U.S. Black Heritage cemeteries.
You got a specific link to them at the top. Nice.
Yeah, they asked for this report just for their cemeteries, so I prepared it.
Excellent.
And here they have grouping. So for each cemetery, you can see, for instance, now on the Find a Grave one report, here you have for partial cemeteries. So here is another profile. These are profiles that can be added. So these profiles are linked to Find a Grave Memorial. So this is the link. This is the memorial, and it says that it was in Case Chapel Cemetery, which is this one, but are not categorized on WikiTree to this category. So, and the fact is that all these profiles could be placed in this category since they belong there. That can be even if you are using, I think, I don't know now if it's B, I think, WikiTree B, or which one?
I think it's B, the one that has an extension that to allow you to place multiple profiles in a category, right?
But I have B enabled, so it should. So now 18.5, yeah. Okay. So let's refresh this page.
Oh,
it is here.
Denise says, "Yep, it is B." She already uses that report that you showed, so that's good news.
So here you can quickly. It opens a profiles and in edit mode and adds that category. So it's just click. Oh, it was this one.
And then you have to save it.
It's and of course, and correct the suggestions and everything else that can be done. So these reports can be helpful for this. Now, I mean, here there are a lot of formulas, and I don't know exactly what was counted here. They have even year-to-date summary, state summary, all sorts of tables. I don't really know what each of them represent.
That does seem like that's a job for like having the JSON file with all of basically all the tree, all that information is something that a program could then
parse and prepare whatever form. I can add for at the moment in JSON file there is only a category name, so you get the hierarchy because I don't know, we did that somewhere, I don't remember where, but it was done for someone. But I can easily add all other fields if there is a need for them. Because these are huge files. It's
JSON adds so much more text to it.
So it was done in half a second. It's not really complex, but you adding all those fields would add a few additional seconds. So
okay.
I do that as a per request, not just to make everything available everywhere.
That's right. I'm gonna have to leave in a few minutes. I think
we are done with.
Are we done?
Questions.
Okay. Now I did have one question that came up. I was showing one of our recent WikiTree challenge guests, WikiTree Plus, and the mapping feature. We looked at the WikiTree Plus maps that are inside the tree apps. And we were checking out because some of his ancestors came from depending on the time, it was either Ukraine, you listed as Ukraine or Romania. I think it was Romania. I think those two sort of went.
They are.
They go back and forth, right? When you click on the pin on a profile, it takes you straight to Google Maps, and it uses, and so the name. If you put in a historic name, Google Maps.
So this has nothing to do with WikiTree Plus. It just searches Google Maps for this text.
Okay, so that we figured that was what was happening because it was putting someone in the wrong country. But
Well,
if you do that if we did a search in their profile and then went to WikiTree Plus.
So you can any search results you can go to tree map.
And does it map the historic names properly?
Much better than Google does, especially if there are some unexisting countries and so on.
Okay.
Because we have the locations table.
Good. Okay.
That recognizes the old
That's what
countries.
I thought. I think the one we did still went to just a generic Austria. But it was, when we were looking at it, we thought, I think there's an extra sub-region, like there were 4 commas in the whole name, and I thought, that's too many commas. Like there's too many.
I have very specific parsing, so I start from the end of the text by commas, and if I find the country in any forum, English, local, historical, I know most of them, then I check the next text between the commas within that region. So I fine-tune the location if possible, but it's not always.
Okay, great. Well, that answers that question. Anyways, I do have to go, but thank you again, Aleš. This was great. And Patty says, thanks for answering all his questions. That's good. And anyways, are you going to talk any more about maps after I leave, or are we going to say goodbye? Okay.
Let's say goodbye.
We'll say goodbye. Okay, then.
Okay, so
have a great day, everyone. Thanks you for joining us, and we will see you again in June, probably the first Wednesday in June, if that works for you.
Most likely.
It works for me for now. If not,
it's still far away.
It's still far away. Have a great day, everyone. Thanks for watching. Take care, Aleš. Good to see you again. Bye-bye.